Hello everyone.
Hello.
As you just saw today, we are having a little toy from Temu, and that is...
It is a portable mini printer, BT Instant Printing.
I love those names. Again, this is something we got from Temu at our last haul. It costed about...
Its selling price was €20, but I got it for 10 because I had a coupon.
Yeah, they're always giving you these weird coupons, so they want to entice you to order like a lot of other stuff, which we did.
Yes.
So it kind of worked out this time for them. But I give it to them because this is actually a nice little toy, as we shall see now in this video.
Yes. So when we did the unboxing, we pointed out that it came with several rolls of thermal paper. This here that actually has a sticker that says open, this is actually with a sticker. So you can print on stickers, and this is just normal thermal paper here.
Yes, the sticker paper is what we just used here for our little logo. This is just basically, imagine this like the paper rolls that you find in a cash register.
Yes.
A bit smaller, but it does basically the same thing here. It's thermal paper, which means it's sensitive to heat and stuff, which is a point we shall come to in a bit. But first, it is always important with these technical things that you read the manual.
Yes.
Which sometimes proves a little challenging because the translations are usually being automated and the automated translator is not necessarily always good. So I marked out a few things here, which I shall read out to you. Because, did you know, this product is a unique shape, exquisite design, easy to operate children's digital printer, designed for children's digital products, so that children in use to learn more imagination, play, experience the fun of nature.
How are we going to enjoy the fun of nature?
I don't know. I mean, if you're using it outside, you can enjoy the fun of nature. There was something else here. Oh yeah, here's a warning. Tear paper blade sharp. Be careful not to touch. Important.
Ooh, okay.
And lastly, no paper output after successful printing? Question mark. The answer to that is rewind the paper because it should not be fluffy.
The paper should not be fluffy?
No, if you have fluffy paper, then you are having a problem, apparently. And there goes another one. As you can see, ripping this with the inbuilt little knife thingy that is in there is sometimes a little challenging. It's easier if you do it from one side than if you do it to the other side. So that's something you just need to be aware of and get a little accustomed to.
Yes, so I'm going to be changing out the sticker paper here. It's actually very easy to change these. So I'm going to put that over there and I'm going to put back in the thermal paper. So it's literally just this button here that you press and that ejects this open. And then you literally just put this in the groove like that. And a little bit hanging out and you're done.
Oh, that was fairly easy.
That's it. I'll be recording the screen on my phone so you can see what's going on. So in the manual, they tell you to basically download this app here. I just use the QR code to get there. And I downloaded the app. So I've never had any problems getting this to connect at all. It's very quick at connecting.
Which surprises me, because when I have learned that this runs via Bluetooth, I had like the most horrible scenarios of a device that doesn't want to connect to anything in my head. But surprisingly, it works very well. At least with our iPhones it does. Obviously we can't vouch for every phone. Especially Android phones may all be like a little different, but at least on iOS it seems to be working nicely.
Yes, sometimes I have to manually choose it from the Bluetooth list, but it will always instantly connect to it. So now, as we can see, this app is just called Fun Print. It has several languages you can choose from. Obviously, I'm running it in English. Well, it's just chosen it as a follower system because this app is obviously originally Chinese. And so you get some hilarious translation errors every now and then. So you have the first option here is picture print, which will directly open the camera, as you can see. which means you can just instantly shoot and print what you see. So it says shoot the content clearly. If you want to do your own picture, you press this little button here, and then you can choose a picture that you have saved. I'm going to print this guy here, and then I hit print, and I found that it works just fine with the default settings. You can also tell it to do multiple copies if you want.
And off it goes.
And off it goes instantly. And it always has this pop-up, which I'll just leave there because it's hilarious. It says, whether to print words. If there are no words on the paper, turn the paper upside down and reinstall it. If there is no paper, reload the paper according to the instructions.
And there we go. Here we have like a printout.
Yes.
Which, let me just like re-roll this into the other direction, because obviously this is coming from a roll. You need to imagine that, so it wants to get back into that shape.
Yes.
So sticking them to something is always a bit challenging, but here you go.
Yeah, there. So I printed that guy. I found that picture on Pinterest. I unfortunately couldn't find the artist, whereas I would have liked to have tagged them. If you see this, which is highly unlikely,
give us a shout.
Give us a shout, and then I can credit you properly. So there's animated portrait, which I haven't bothered meddling with because it seems to be using some kind of AI effect going on here, which I'm not too pleased with. So I'll just leave that alone. Basically, it looks like you can set a photo and then it can process an effect over it. There's line drawing, where you can basically set a picture and then it will process effect. Line diagrams and images stimulate children's creativity, cultivate hand-eye coordination skills, and promote parent-child interaction in families.
Which means that it will basically try to guess the line work and you get something to color in.
Yes. So I have limited the access to my gallery for these just because I'm not happy with the usage of AI. So I'm going to print this over here that I did of Bambi. It was a sketch. It was supposed to be a full done picture, which I never got to finish. So it's still a bit sketchy.
It's just always so fascinating when you just hit the button and it immediately goes off and prints. I always like expect like some kind of lag or delay, but it never does that.
No. So picture coloring, apparently use black and white pictures for AI coloring. Intelligently identify areas, restore colors with one click, give black and white photos a new lease of life, and easily create a visually stunning feast of color. Come and experience it! 3 exclamation marks.
Yes, like and the feast of color you can do with some little felt tip markers that they actually include in this package, which are those. What a feast of color. You have actually like the primaries and orange and that's it.
But I don't understand with the black and white photo effect here that it can change it into color for you. Why would you want to change a black and white picture to color to print on a thermal printer that doesn't do color?
I have no idea.
So I'm not even bothering with that one.
Oh, well, we never actually tried this. I was just basically like thinking, hey, let's just, well, it's a cheap felt tip marker. Well, you're probably better off than getting your own. But yeah, they add this too.
Okay, so there's also text scan, which I haven't bothered with. I don't have any text near me. Let me see. I have a book. I have a book. Let me see. I don't know if it will... It didn't scan the text, it literally just took a photo of it.
Well,
okay, I don't want that. So supposedly you can scan text and probably make it more like an edible thing, but anyway. So there's a text tool here where basically you can just type in a bunch of text and you can print it. So, hello everyone. I hope you are enjoying the video. Print. It's going to print it long. I'm not going to waste paper, but that's how it would be. I'm going back. There's new slip, which I haven't bothered messing with. I'm not so sure what it does. Yeah, you can apparently change the font to at least a basic degree. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Here is the to-do list, which is a lot of fun to mess with, where you can make a to-do list where you can be like, do the laundry, wash the dishes.
And don't forget to drink milk.
Drink milk.
Yes,
Okay.
because milk is important.
Okay, drink milk. Look out window. Edit video.
Feed the cats.
Feed the cats.
You get the idea.
So basically you can just keep going and you can make this list as long as you like. When you hit finish, okay, finish, when you hit finish it just finishes the list. You need to hit the little printer icon up here. We'll show you a little preview and then you hit print.
And off it goes. And that's it. And there's your to-do list.
So there's also a banner you can print. It prints a really long strip of paper.
Really
with
long
text.
strip of paper, yes.
Should I just do it with one word?
Let's just demonstrate it.
Okay, what should I type?
Maybe type our channel name and subscribe or something like that.
Okay, and we're going to speed up the video because this is going to take a while. Fantastic, Farben, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Okay. I misspelled subscribe. Here is the preview. You can see it's going to be a really long banner.
And that's it. And here we go.
A nice bold printout. So, then just quickly on the rest of the app, that was the banner option. There's sticky notes where, as you can see here, you can just print these little things where you can basically type a few words if you want to. I'm not going to bother with any of these. Here's that cat one that we used for the sticker at the beginning of the video. Here, document print. I didn't bother with that because who wants to print a document on a tiny little thermal printer? And apparently you can print website pages. I don't know why you'd want to do that. In here we have labels, where it just gives you some basic labels that you can use.
Which is one of the more interesting use cases of this device. I mean, it is fun to use, yes. Those little to-do lists. I'm a little fun because it makes your day like a little funnier. But labeling something is a genuine use I can see this being, well, used for. However, now we know this is thermal paper. Respectively, this is a thermal printer. We know that when we have certain cash register slips, they sometimes lose their quality and their punch.
Yes, we'll come to that in a moment. I just want to finish quickly with the app. Yeah, then they just have home labels, like dry waste, fragile articles, old battery, collection, snacks, my bike, I don't know, my bike with a full stop at the end and nothing else has it, that's weird. Consumer stuff, it's basically just a whole bunch of, well, you can see. Other, the best, pretty good, my love, your youth, I don't know why. That's the label, that's the label. Sometimes it gets a little bit weird. In here we have material where it will have days, where it has Easter, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas, Halloween, April Fools, and that's it. Basics, just Really random pictures of things. I guess this is when they're trying to appeal to the whole COVID-19 thing. Brief strokes is some colouring pages. And here, puzzle. It has Sudoku.
Which I can never solve because I'm really bad at Sudokus.
Yeah. Then there is some dot-to-dot puzzles you can print out and do. Letter, where it's these letter games where I don't think it makes any sense in the English language, but okay. And then of course you have more of these connect the dots images going on. Even though this cat one over here is actually not finished, I don't know what's going on here. Alright, and then in the me, I've apparently printed over 6 meters. I've printed 80 times. Apparently you can connect this to like your Apple account, which I didn't do. I literally said login because I thought it would make like a new login for me, and it just, I don't know, made an account. Then it has just basic troubleshooting, and then there are like settings where you can click cache and stuff. And I'd say that's basically it for the app. It's pretty versatile, it's good. It does have its little problems, like sometimes when you go into material and you switch through these, sometimes it just stops loading for some reason.
Okay, but you would say in general it works like 90%.
In general, I say it works most of the time because, or actually it works all of the time, especially when you want to just do prints. I can always just go in here. I can just type in, I don't know, cat, and there's a picture of our cats looking very happy. And then I just hit print.
And it prints.
And off it goes.
It's very satisfying how this device works. But you can also see the print itself for a color photo is actually not bad.
No, it's not bad. The detailing is actually really good. I'm really impressed with this thing.
I've seen worse black and white images in a newspaper.
Yes. Also, they warn you like, oh, this printer will get hot and stuff. I've never felt it heat up, and it's still working on the same charge the day we got it, and I print extensively on it basically every day.
Yes, you charge this thing by just connecting it to a regular phone charger, and
yes,
that's basically everything it needs.
Yeah, it has a USB-C that plugs in the top and then just into your normal phone charger over here. Alright, so now back onto the topic of thermal paper.
Labeling. Because, I mean, if you are making labels and stick them onto something, you'd expect them to hold for a while. But since it's a thermal printer, we know that this is not necessarily always something that you can rely on. So we made a little test. This is now, mind you, we started using this thing on?
The day our package came, I think it was Tuesday.
So when we are recording this video, we have been basically using it for about 3 or 4 days. And you printed these out all on the same day?
Yes, all of these on the same day. So this one here is basically faded into nothing. This one is actually covered with sticky tape, and in the little gaps where the sticky tape didn't cover it, you can still see the print, but it's vanishing pretty quickly.
For the sake of illustration, you put like a piece of sticky tape like across it.
Yeah.
And you can see where basically the tape is over, it faded instantly, and the other parts are still fine.
Yeah, like within 2 hours of sticking this piece of sticky tape, you could already see that where the sticky tape was touching was significantly lighter than the rest of the image.
Yes.
So this one here is not covered at all, and it's still okay, but I have put a piece of Scotch tape, because this is just normal run-of-the-mill sticky tape. Scotch tape is sometimes a bit different. I only stuck this on here earlier because I came across some Scotch tape. So we shall see. This will probably react exactly the same as this.
Yes, and since we have two different basically materials here, we have the normal thermal printer rolls, and then we have the sticker rolls. We actually expected the same to happen with the stickers, but
yes,
As you can see here, this is also covered with sticky tape.
Yes.
Nothing seems to happen, at least so far.
So far, nothing has happened because this faded literally within 5 hours. You could see a significant fading. This has been on here since Wednesday morning, and it is still...
It's identical to the uncovered bit.
Yes, it's identical. So time will tell how long this will last, but it seems like that the sticker paper is more durable than the normal paper here because...
Which is a good thing because, I mean, effectively, while it's nice to print out shopping lists on the normal paper, if I would want to label something or if I would want like little images, I'd probably be more likely to print them on sticker paper. And the sticker paper is holding up better than this paper, apparently.
Yes.
So that's actually a good thing. We shall see how good it actually holds up. I mean, we can always like make a little short where we come back to the subject if we notice like any significant fading or whatever in a few days or weeks. But so far it seems to be holding up well. Yeah,
it's holding up well. Also want to state that this was stored on a desk where it's getting not exactly direct sunlight, but it does have exposure to natural light.
Well, we are in the lounge here, so it's necessarily not always dark in here. Like, I mean, we got like light all day, so it's not like that we are having this like in a cellar or something.
Yeah, I just want to point out that even if this was covered in a book, it still would have faded because it's reacting to the material of the sticky tape, and so... I mean, I was Googling a lot because I was trying to figure out how long these printouts will last because we know how thermal paper is. But I couldn't come to any conclusions about the sticker variants on how long they are expected to last. So it will be interesting to see how this experiment goes since these have already faded pretty badly and this one is still holding on.
Which is, in my book at least, a good outcome.
Yes.
So yeah, that's for the durability. Do we have anything interesting to share aside of that?
Not that I could particularly think of. I just know that I am actually really impressed with this. I mean, I know that this is not going to last you, but for a temporary thing, look at the bold and sharpness of this that I printed out.
I mean, you printed something similar to that the other day, and that one still holds up. I mean, it's not covered or anything. It's just basically like laying on a table.
Yes.
So at least if you are like holding a party or if you like need to make like a temporary sign which you stick to a door or something like this should be fine.
This should be fine. So, I mean, I will say that I do recommend one of these because they are a lot of fun. And I imagine if you have children, I think it would be even more fun because, I mean...
Yes, and I mean, it's not that expensive. I mean, 20 euros, okay, depending on how tight you are on cash, is like a bit. But if you're like getting one of their vouchers, you can like get the price down to about like 10, what we paid for. All this paper came with it. You can also buy these rolls.
Yes.
So yeah, if you are like in the market for something like this where you just like can print out random things for fun,
yes,
or for the odd actual temporary use, then
or even if you just want something to do your to-do list or even shopping lists on, I don't see a problem with that. Little keepsakes.
I mean, if you have children, you can get one of these things, have them write a shopping list, have them print the shopping list, and then take the shopping list to the shop so they do not need to use a phone or anything like this, what we use these days normally.
Yeah, exactly. I think we need to use less phones because...
I think so too.
There's too many digital zombies now. So yeah, I recommend one of these. I think it's a lot of fun. You just need to bear in mind the longevity of it. But so far the stickers are holding up. We'll probably make a short if we notice anything changing on this one. But so far so good.
Yes, and with that I would say thank you for bearing with us and watching through the actual length of this video. It means a lot to us. If you have any comments, then please do leave them underneath our videos so we know if you like this kind of content, or if you have suggestions, please also leave them.
Yes, I mean, we read every comment. I enjoy reading comments. I enjoy interacting with everybody. So I get really happy when we do, on the odd occasion, get a comment.
Definitely.
It makes my day.
So thank you all so much for watching, and we shall see you in the next one. Bye.
Goodbye.